Good morning, everyone. This is Slaying Slayer. We're going to go ahead and preface this video with a short little clip going over a lot of the different things in it. Today is October 19th, 2021, and we're in the midst of the Gauntlet, the PvP challenge, so make sure you go ahead and submit if you want to fight. We're also in the screenshot challenge for all of the different builds, your home, your seat, your build, or just Minas Tirith or somewhere else. We're also posting and, well, going ahead and waiting for submissions for those. In addition, we have the build challenge, so people are going to go ahead and start creating their dragon pits and their interpretations of what they think a dragon pit would look like. And then finally, we also have the War of the Rings starting up. So please go ahead and make your claims in Kingdom Claims. If you are a king, if you are a lowly seat member, you can also go ahead and make your claim as well. We're trying to get as many things on there on the map so we can go ahead and actually start the war. So without any further hesitation, we're going to go ahead and dive on into a longer episode of the Round Table of the Rings. We're going to be going over everything I mentioned in a more free-form kind of chat. So I hope everyone has a great day. Feel free to subscribe, like, thumbs up, upvote, downvote, revote, re-un-upvote. You know the rules, and so do I. Build challenge, but this is what we're looking for. We're looking for screenshots that showcase the builds that you guys have spent your time on, whether they're in Plot Me or they're actually in Middle-earth. We want to see them, so send them our way. Then also on the top left, you see our logo. On the top right, you see the season logo. On the middle left, you have all of our different commands. So if you need to figure out anything, please go ahead and type those commands, and then you can hop on in. And then below that, you'll see that we're actually listening to Mighty Dwarf, a staff team member who makes all of our music. So that's actually playing right now. You can go follow him if you go ahead and type in !music. So without further ado, we're actually going to go ahead and pause that. I know we just showcased it, but we're going to go ahead and show off a new song. If actually, Mighty Dwarf, let's confirm with you. Do you want to show off the new song, or do you want to wait for it to be on Spotify? That's your choice, of course. Message me on Discord. I have it up and running. I don't want to start that. I don't want to play this song. I don't want to give away your stuff, my dude. Let's double check. But then, moving on from that, we also want to go ahead and give a shout out for the Game Night server. So for anyone that's pretty tired of Minecraft, you need a break, or you've been grinding on War of the Ring, go ahead and do ! Game Night. They're playing Guild Wars 2, and I think the last movie night they had was John Wick. So they just like to hang out, have some fun, shoot some stuff, and, you know, just do what video game gamers do, which is video game. You know what I'm saying, gamers? Video game gamers? Do I sound like a... Hello, fellow kids. But anyways, then we also have Scoob's Instagram. And then we're going to be going over the screenshot in the future, but all of the screenshots you guys do, they get featured on Instagram, whether you win or get staff pack or whatever. If they wind up on Instagram, you go ahead and get Primo points because you're helping the server all around. And then we also have Balin's Build Challenge. So we're going over Dragon Pits. So you're going to see announcements about this coming out soon. But we have a few examples, at least I think some people have been working on some. But we'll be diving in and really trying to make it where when you stumble across a dragon pit, there's either going to be enemies there depending on where you spawn, or there's a possibility of there being a dragon. And so I don't know if that's going to be one of the Ender Dragons that you guys can go ahead and ride, which might be exceptionally rare, or it might be one of the actual new dragons. And so if you guys are interested in joining the build team or just giving it a shot, we'd really appreciate you guys trying out for the build challenge. And then we also have the Gauntlet. So we have a lot of events going on because we're trying to ramp up playing. I know it's been a while since we've done a lot of stuff. I've been focused on the 1.2 update, and while it is my main focus, we need to have some other stuff going. So with the Gauntlet, I want to see you guys fighting off PvP style. The first round is going to be at Weathertop. So it's going to be 2 men enter, 1 man leaves, or woman, or any player leaves, and then it's going to be first to 2. So of course, first out of 5-minute rounds. Or if you get knocked out, you lose, or if you die, you lose. You're going to be able to bring anything within reason. If you cheated for it, you can get, taken out, posthumously, I don't know actually how to pronounce that word. After you're dead, after you win, after the match is over, you can get kicked out and that person is brought back in. So go ahead and sign up for that, because we need to go ahead and build a roster. So that's for the Gauntlet. The first one is going to be for the Space Stone. And you guys might be like, well, why are they a Lord of the Rings server talking about the Space Stone? So the Infinity Stones have been a meme in the server for a little bit. And so for this first one, you're going to go ahead and get it. It's kind of meta. It's not really important to the actual War of the Ring, but it's just one of those things that when we get all 6 of them out there, if we have 6 winners, you know, maybe there's a chance that someone can go on a 6 winning streak. And let's just say season 2 ended with the with all 6 Infinity Stones, and season 1 ended when someone, not gonna say who, tried to use the Time Stone, and then everything got erased, and that's how season 2 started. So, anyways, that's actually canon, by the way. that's anyways. That's why the Gauntlet should be somewhat interesting, because we're testing out a lot of stuff for season 4, and we're testing it in season 3. So with season 3 coming to a close, you know, how long is that going to take? We're not sure, but we're trying to test everything before we go ahead and start this new season. And what better way to end it would be with the Infinity Stones. What better way to end it than with those? So yeah, that's the go ahead and first way to win it. If only there was someone who was on the building team who was also good at PvP. If only. If only. The Gauntlet, more like the easy clap. You guys are just all afraid because if I come in there, you know your ass is grass. And also it doesn't count as a swear. But I will, you know, there's the reason why they call me the Slaying Slayer. If there's 9 things I'm known about, it's because all 8 of them are because I'm great at the Minecraft PvP. We all know this. It's just fact. This one time, Lair tried to fight me. I literally moved to the left, and then he fell off a cliff and died. True story. And there's no way that he can prove me wrong, because there's no way that he'll man up and fight me in the Gauntlet. So now that we have that, introduced, true story, very real. See, where do I sign up? So when we go ahead and get the actual roster out there, there's going to be a way to go ahead and sign up for essentially the time zone that you're in. And then you will go ahead and be able to, like, essentially let us know when and who to best pair you with. If there's only like 4 people, well, we'll just do it, be like, hey, when can you guys fight? And it'll be like 3 o'clock, cool, thumbs up, we'll work it out, right? But if we have a whole bunch of people at, you know, in the European time zone, we don't need to make them stay up until 4 o'clock. You know what I mean? So, anyways, we are now going to dive in. I know the screenshots are going to stop. But we have a lot of the stuff that we've explained would best be described as written down. And I know some of you are going to be like, what the hell is he talking about? Did he say written down? What does that even mean? And that's where I really have to, like, continue talking to buy time. But we're going to go ahead and turn off a few of these other things. Oop. This, and then that can stay there. We want this. Cool. Okay. Make sure that is working. Okay, cool. So we've moved over, so now we have a little bit more actual information for you guys. So for all these events, we have laid them out in a few different spreadsheets. It's not going to be adding anything to them. It's fairly simply broken down. So we have all the time conversions that I thought about. If anyone can go ahead and suggest another time zone to add to this, please let me know. But this way, when we go ahead and say something, it is always in Eastern Standard Time, right? But you're literally just, you come here, we say for some stupid ass reason it's at 5 a.m. You're like, oh, it's not actually stupid. It's 11 o'clock for us in Paris, you know? Or it's 3 o'clock for us in New Delhi, because we're going to think it's stupid, but you guys are thinking that fighting at 3 a.m. and 4 a.m. is stupid, or like if we're at if we do something at 4 o'clock, it's like 2 a.m. for you, you know? So we have all the time for conversions here. If you can go ahead and please submit yours, that would be fantastic. It helps us a whole bunch. So then we also have the different schedules. So this is the simple explanation of what we're going to be doing and what we're going to be planning out. So this is where everything is announced. I know signups say they're closed Tuesday, but we're probably going to let them go because it's our first one. But this is essentially the schedule for this event, and then same thing for the screenshot challenge. So we talk about when submissions open, when they end, when the voting starts, when the voting ends, and then we also have the same thing for the challenge. The build challenge actually goes for 2 weeks, and with the same thing for the event. And then all of this is laid out in our calendar for the month. I imagine this will be a little bit bigger in the future, but if anyone has any suggestions on how we can go ahead and you know, make this work better or operate better, that'd be fantastic. So yeah, this is what we have, and then every single one is broken down with really what you need. We always provide the time zones, and then also the calendar. But then, for example, the build challenge, if you only care about the build challenge, we just gave you the build challenge. So we'll talk about it more. We'll communicate via Discord. It'll be hopefully helpful. Feel free to let us know if you're like, I never looked at it, you know. Please don't be surprised if we're like, well, this is why you're confused. So, moving on from that, we have made, this is the final thing before we go ahead and get into the round table, because I've gone over a myriad of topics. So I want you guys to start preparing your questions if you have anything for that, because we're about to go over a whole bunch of new material. And I know I said new material because you've actually been in class this entire time. This is all schemed by a big teacher to go ahead and teach you guys more. So if you turn to page 86, anyways, if you guys have any questions, you might lose them in what we're gonna go over next. Okay, so feel free to take a second, take a breather, and just write down or think about any questions you have for any of these events. We don't have anyone technically leading the gauntlet, so if anyone wants to be the lead on that, it's really not that hard. We just need to accumulate people, their gamer tags, and when they can play. Then we can go ahead and make a roster out of that. We don't need a staff member for that, but that's a great way to go ahead and apply for staff. That's a great way to apply for that role for just that week, because that's something we're also going to be talking about, is that essentially people will sign up for stuff per week. So if you're like, man, I'm not doing stuff, you can help with one event this week. You just go ahead and sign up. So also you make that choice. You're not forced into it. So anyways, we are now going to dive into the new and improved, and I'm going to show you guys the even newer and improved. It's broken. That sounds about right. Okay, cool. I've been loading a lot of stuff. So for anyone that actually went ahead and read what we were going over all yesterday, there's been a decent amount of improvements to this map. You guys might think, oh, it doesn't work as well as it should. Nope, it doesn't, because this is all kind of new, the new type of coding. So as you can see, you go ahead and have your factions, but if you want to go ahead and switch it over, you can go ahead and click on kingdoms, and it gets rid of them. There's a little bit different operating as far as the territories. It will now go ahead and show you. I think this actually, regardless of kingdoms, it'll go ahead and show you. That's a minor bug. It'll show you the banner, whether you're looking at kingdoms or not. It'll still go ahead and highlight the ones around you. It's not going to change faction colors. That's just it. When you combine this color to this, it looks like ass. When you combine it to that, it looks like ass. When you combine it to that, I'm not going to swear again, but it looks very, very bad. So I'm down for other suggestions, maybe filling in or whatever, but yeah, this is essentially how it works. It's the overlay. So you might have a question, what is going on with this right now? So as I've showcased in Season 4, we're going to have a different map, but it doesn't mean we can't test this out. We are essentially going to go with a pretty light and breezy War of the Ring. For every single territory that you guys see, it can exist in 3 states, sorry. It can exist as unclaimed, as claimed, or as held. So what does unclaimed look like? Unclaimed looks like all of these ones with the steward banner, which is essentially our empty banner. Fun fact of the day, that's this Atunda one is the exact opposite of that. So anyways, when you go ahead, like when there's territory has no one, it's just like that. It will go ahead and showcase like who actually like lives here. This is for people who are looking, being like, oh, okay, like these are the people I may encounter. That's actually undefined. That's broken. but you know, as you can see, it changes. So like, see, has Mahadbar now it's gonna have Jinsun, but it's unclaimed. So all you have to go do is go ahead and claim it, and that's going to correspond with the calendar. So for everyone who survives with all their claims until Wednesday, their territory becomes held. So for example, in Rohan, I've not added his kingdom yet, but he has this spot and that spot, which means all of these spots are taken. So I imagine someone is going to have something to say about someone's claim, whether they're going to have a counter to Dunland, or they're going to have a counter to the Blue Riders, or they're going to have a counter to Rohan. That's going to be between these people. But then we're going to go ahead and count up how many territories they have. So 1, 2. So therefore 2 times 2 is 4. So they have 4 invasion points. Then we have all of these waypoints. So here's 1, 2, 3. And I don't know what we'd count that one as at. We'd have to figure that out. So he gets 3 times 2. Or no, I think it's just plus 3. So yeah, it's just plus 3. So now you get the 4 plus 3. So now I get 7 invasion points. So I have to be smart about this. This territory doesn't look like it has any waypoints. That's called gerrymandering. It's because I set it up and I'm corrupt. Pay me. Pay me and I'll set up waypoints in territories like you've never seen. I'll make your area have 45 waypoints and it's the size of Nankuranir. Anyways, now that I've advertised my propensity for being rind, we're going to continue. So if this place, for example, is a rather weak standing territory, it has no waypoints. Therefore, they just have to fight over this, and that's just going to cost them 2 invasion points. Sorry, it's 1. It's always 1 to spawn yourself. The defender can always spawn for free. So, for example, Lair is probably like, I could probably fight them alone. That's fair to say, right? Like Lair of Thunder Master came out here. He just fights you alone, right? Let's say you don't use any of your invasion points. He uses literally just 1. So you and him fight 1 for 1. He loses. You don't gain anything from this. You don't get anything from that. Maybe like we should do something where you get like loyalty. I don't know what currency is actually valuable to you guys right now. I know stuff is broken, so you need to let me know what works better: loyalty, allegiance, or renown. Let me know. But then he can go ahead and use 7. So he can just go ahead and have an additional 6 lives to go ahead and attack you. That's what he can go do. Or he can spawn 7 invasions around you. That'll be staff led. And then you will have exactly 1 life unless you use any more of your spots. So for example, you have Wolfburg, so you'd have 2. You have Westfold, so you have 4. You have this place and this place. And even though this is like on one or the other, we can make it where you have to have both. That'd be an interesting dynamic, right? So like you own this because you have both. If you only had this, you wouldn't have it. That's probably what we're going to do. That's what we call ideas. Boom, bang, bang. Anyways, 1, 2, times 2. So 4, then 5, then 6. So you have 6 against his 7, right? But then if you would ACDC, 1, 2, 3, and then you don't have both these, so no one gets this one. So 1, 2, 3, plus the 2 here, so 4. So now you guys have 7 and 6, 13 against his 7. There's a way you guys can go ahead and like fight this out. You might be like, this is pretty dumb because it's pretty simple. But yeah, this is going to be fun. This is going to be called War of the Ring Light. So this is the plan. For these events, it is going to have to be staff supervised or recorded. And then you again have to have staff come watch that. But then that's how you guys can go ahead and fight out the counterclaims. So you guys can be smart about this. So like you can technically fight only one of his claims. You can't take over his place yet because this is not held. So I don't know how we're going to do expanding. I think I'm okay with, for example, having it where it's 2 claimed. So for example, if you were to claim Dunwold, you could then go ahead and claim Enidwaith, but you cannot claim this place without holding at least here, or again, that place as well. What does holding entail? You have to wait. Like in the future, it's going to be you have to hold his waypoints for a set time. So you have to go there. It'll spawn an invasion of whoever's against you. So if you're Dunland, it'll go ahead and spawn the Shire. It'll do something. Or the Rangers, right? Or the Dwarves, or Rivendell, whoever the heck is up here. So it'll go ahead and spawn those guys. But anyways, it's gonna be interesting how this is actually gonna play out. We're gonna hopefully automate it as we go. A lot of the fun is definitely going to be going ahead and setting up what we're calling the log. So for anyone that also is interested in joining the staff, when we have these like per week, if you just want to write down in the format that I provided different claims, the way I'm adding it in here, it's called running changes. And so we'll literally be able to go out and per day. I don't know if I'm going to be able to go ahead and like add a slider so you guys can literally like, we'll be able to go ahead and start like yesterday, everyone just had a claim today, and then it adds a claim and then goes over, adds a claim, goes over, adds a claim, goes over, add a claim, whatever it's going to go ahead and do. I'm going to go ahead and try to record that. That's extra work for myself, staff members, and players, but I think it's going to be interesting and cool to go ahead and see. But like, that's when we fought over, the first time we fought with Tom, and then the Eagles joined. We don't have Eagles in this version, but something to think about. So we're going to go ahead and dive into what is a kingdom, what is going on, but first, let me dive into the round table. So now check-in is over. If you do not sign in and tell Jonas that you are been watching the stream, you are not going to be added to the check-in list. Now is the time to go ahead. I'm going to pause the music and turn off the logo. We're going to go ahead and showcase the people who are in the actual round table. We're going to talk about stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and hand it over completely to you guys to go ahead and give your own intro. Of course, you guys know the rules. Be respectful. We have a good community here, so let's just uphold that reputation, and responsibility of ourselves. So, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and dive into the round table. Let me go ahead and turn off the music and pause this, and then Mighty Dwarf and I are going to show you guys what a kingdom is and what that entails. What do you have to do? What do you have to add? Okay, so we turn this off, and we turn that off, and we turn that off, and now we have our full screen back. Cool. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and join the party. Hello.
Hello there.
Hi.
What up?
Hello.
I'm watching a streamer.
I know that guy. Okay, cool. So Jonas, are you here?
A lot.
Are you sure you know that guy?
Yep.
Maybe. Okay, so I'm gonna hand it off to you guys. We're gonna start with Jonas, then Lair, then Mighty, then Vin. Go for it, guys. Welcome to episode 2. The war has begun.
Well, shady mithril dealer, sometimes cow fister. Don't question it.
Well, I'm following that up. I'm Lair. I am a person who is a Dunland fanatic and who will sometimes hit you with an axe. That's me.
Mighty. Okay.
Hello.
Yeah.
I'm Mighty Dwarf, and I'm Chief of Music in War of the Ring MC, and I love short, hairy women.
Don't we all?
Okay. Okay. Kid Summers, go.
I'm Kid Summers, otherwise known as Staff Sergeant Scorch, and I'm local moron. I don't know what I do.
Hey, post your
Make
link.
poor life choices.
Post your link in the Twitch.
Oh yeah.
You got a plug. Everyone's got a plug. Okay, Vin, floor is yours.
I'm Slayer's dad.
I did.
I can confirm that.
Does that make you my grandfather?
Don't talk
I don't
to Grandpa
know.
like that.
Maybe.
You're grounded.
Oh,
Go to your room. Okay.
I'm in my room.
Yes. Okay. So, all jokes aside, Vin is our CTO, right?
I think that's what I put for my Discord. Who am I?
Yes, I agree. The Chief Technology Officer. So, helps us out with a lot of the heavy lifting as far as logic and coding on the back end. So, yeah. So I'm really happy to have all of you guys here. We also have Tom K. Tom, do you want to say hi real quick?
Hello, I'm Tom, and I am Bent. That's my introduction.
Yeah, that's a very unique introduction. Yeah, we're still discussing it with staff, but that's all a comment about that. So a few things on this screen that I feel like we definitely need to go over real quick. So we did add a few different kingdoms. If
Slayer,
you
by the way,
guys, yeah, what's up?
Stream on Discord so we can see. There's a delay.
Oh, right. Good call. See, we're learning. I think I said that exactly last time. Okay, so on here we have a few things that are going well and some things that aren't. So every single kingdom. Oh no, that's not good. That's not a kingdom name. That's just object. That's broken. Cool. So
Nice.
yeah. So this is supposed to be Logathrim, right? But I have a territory here called Avanti, as you can see, Kingdom Logathrim. We don't have anything else right now. The territory status of Held. I'm gonna make this a little bit bigger. But that's why it's a solid color. And then over here we have a dash color. Don't know why I don't zoom in for everyone. But we have a dash color, and this is a claimed place. So again, in the future, we plan on making where you have to actually go to these waypoints to go ahead and fight over them. We're like, well, that's a lot of fighting when I don't have to go fight over ones with 0, right? But yeah, it's more reward. So it'll cost points to go ahead and attack them. But yeah, until there's actual player-on-player combat, it's just going to be a simple claim system. That's why I call it the War of the Ring Light. So today, or yesterday, technically was our first claim. Today is the actual first claim per week. So I referenced this in the event map calendar. So again, I'm trying to plug this all together so everyone understands what's going on. So on Monday, territory claim. So everyone can go ahead and claim a territory. So for example, Kid Summers, you have not done this yet. Larry, you've done this. Mighty Dwarf, you and I are going to go over this. Vin, if you want to do this, you need to do this. Jonas, same thing with you. So
Can I claim a territory now?
yeah, so you just go to Kingdom Claim, go ahead and write one very similar to what they've done, and then our staff team is going to go ahead and add that to the log. When it's added to the log, I will literally add it to the code. That is the 3-point system we're rocking with right now. So today is the day you go ahead and make the claim. Tomorrow is the day we'll go ahead and counterclaim, and then Wednesday and Thursday will be when people go ahead and plan on fighting. So for example, Lair, if you're going to face down with the Thundermaster, you guys have these 3 days on doing, and then you're just going to go ahead and give me invasion points if it doesn't work out. So if you have 7 and he has 6, you win. Make sense?
Yep.
I suppose that's only if the other person is just straight up refusing, right? Because
Yes.
I know
Yes.
Thunder, he's gonna straight up refuse.
Yes. So you can tell him he can at least fight for it, and other people can be brought in, right? Because if he has 6 and you have 7, that means technically if Defender always gets 1, he can bring in 6 other people, and then you can also bring in 6 other people. You know
I'm
what I mean?
saying, right? If he refuses to do anything, if
Yep.
he says, "No, we definitely can't find the time," what then? Because
So
I'm not gonna assume he wins because he has more points, right?
yeah,
That would be crazy.
yeah. For starting off now, it would be. So that's if he wants to
You'd
go ahead
say
and do that.
It actually
Look,
works
look,
like
look,
that.
sorry. Hold on. So look.
Because if
So-
that's the case, I'm gonna quit because I'm not gonna fight any war ever.
No, so look.
Nobody's gonna accept my fight.
So this is obviously a work in progress. Maybe I'm wrong, but here's why I think it'll work. So this is the only territory that he has that you can go ahead and right now counterclaim, right? So this waypoint, Eastmark, is the only waypoint in here that he has. So if, let's say, he goes ahead and spends all 7 of his points, right? And you have 6, but then you and ADC have a team like network, right? So 1, 2, 3, they have 7 as well. You both can beat him here, and then I'll let you guys do that.
Yeah, but once again, you're saying you're only able to beat someone if you have more points, and if somebody else, if the defender has more points, they don't even have to fight, because if they refuse to fight you, they will always win.
Then
That's
what
the
about
system you've just detailed.
a -10 penalty or some sort? Like,
All right, I'm back.
What up, Shark?
Hey, Shark.
Shark, give
I'd
your
say-
introduction real
I'd
quick.
say
We're just real
declare
quick.
your
Like,
regular defense times, and those are your regular defense times. You know?
yeah, hold
Okay.
up, real quick.
Your,
Shark,
your kingdom has a time.
What's up?
With the defense?
introduce yourself real quick.
Hi, I'm Shark. I'm also Melkor, and I'm the event manager here.
Cool. So we also have to go ahead and get your claim in too. Also, are these your colors?
Yes, those should be my colors.
Okay. By the way, for anyone that's on here and you're like, I wanted that color for my border and that one for my fill-in, please let me know.
Slay,
okay.
may I ask a weird question?
What's up?
Would there be any way, and this might be one of the moments where I send us all into a tangent of something stupid that in theory could work. Would there be any way in the future where we set it up so certain territories give us certain resources? Like
Yeah,
Aaron Vorn, gives you access to,
Wood. It's Aaron Horn. It would be wood.
yeah, wood. Sorry, I was looking for the word. I apologize.
that would involve someone going ahead and writing down every single territory on one side and then the resource on the right side.
To be honest, that will be really cool.
If you guys go do that, I will go ahead and add that.
We can start alliances, trade, stuff like that. It'd be great, actually.
Yeah, you guys can let me know. Like, capitals can go ahead and be like, you can choose between shields and shards and whatnot. Like, just at your capital. So one place is kind of like a bonus place. I like that idea. Someone please fucking write that down. No! No!
Also, we still have a PvP system, a war system that you haven't spent any critical
I know,
thought on.
but real quick, can someone please, staff members, that is Rhythm, Vin, Mighty, Melkor, please write that down. Just territory reward. It's a really simple system. We can go ahead and do that. So
Territory reward.
yes, write it down. So per territory needs a reward. Capitals can have shields. So write that down. I'll understand that I can't have anything. So ring materials, whatever.
I thought it was hilarious that Thundermaster made a return.
Oh,
Everyone's making a return, baby. We got wars to settle. People want blood.
I thought it's annoying.
By the way, this also counts as a hydrate earlier. I apologize for swearing.
I thought it was pretty interesting how he decided to return.
Yeah, by sniping the kingdom away from the king.
I know.
I
Nicely done.
know.
That's just great timing. Well, that's
That was
a
perfect
rat
timing.
bastard
I gotta
move.
give the man
That's
that.
what it is.
He didn't know. Let's be honest.
He knew. He knew what he was doing.
Didn't know what? What did we fuck up with?
Well,
Language.
Slayer decided
Language.
all kingdoms up to this point, void. They don't exist.
I don't like the guy
he
very
said
much, but
in the
I thought it
Discord,
was pretty smart to go do it at that time.
in the
Okay.
Discord,
Guys, we are on
we'll
stream.
just add claims now.
Let's
Um,
not down talk another player on.
I'm giving a
Language.
detailed explanation of events.
Oh, keep subjectiveness out of it.
Okay, I will. And at that point, Slayer said, "Okay, so now we're going to claim in the Discord."
Yes.
So, he said first come, first served. And one of the first people that said, I'm claiming this faction, was Thundermaster. Thundermaster, who previously lost 2 civil wars for Rohan, and who was definitely not the king of Rohan as it was at the moment, was first. So Slayer said, okay, you are first. You are now the king of Rohan. And then everyone got pissed. That's as far as I'll take it. I'm
This
clearly
Civil
on
War.
one side, and that
Guys,
side is not his side.
I'm so excited. There's another Civil War.
I'm
Yeah,
excited.
this is the third
Yeah.
Civil War.
No, for Orocarni.
Orocarni as well?
Yes.
Oh, there's another. Oh, there's
Yes.
another one.
This is gonna be so much fun. Okay. Yes. Okay. So staff members, please let me show you
What's up?
guys how to go ahead and do this real quick. So look at this screen right here. Okay. I'm also going to show this on the actual stream so people can go ahead and understand what the intent is, right? So can you guys see my screen with Discord and everyone's claims? You should see Kingdom claim. So this is tier 1, right? This is players communicating, which is going to be like soup, right? Alphabet soup. I don't know what the letters are. I don't know if I have a letter. I don't know if this letter is anything else. I don't know things, right? But you can go ahead and read this and understand it is a type of thing, right? So for example, today and yesterday, really, all we've done is kingdom claims and territory claims. So I've gone ahead and provided in the log these. If it's in here, it should be on the map. If it's not in here, raise the alarm. Okay, that is like if you're at a car facility, there's supposed to be a car being painted, and I'm in the paint shop, and there's literally no car here. It says there's a pickup truck, there's no pickup truck. You know what I mean? This is that level. Okay, this is the pipeline. So now what I go ahead and do is I then go ahead and add it. So let me go ahead and show you guys that in action, and then I will go ahead, when I show you guys how to do this, you guys can go ahead and please try to do this in the background, and then I will go ahead and show, actually I'll just showcase with Mighty Dwarf. 2 birds, 1 stone, right? So Mighty Dwarf, have you gone ahead and in Kingdom Claim made a claim right here, right?
Yep.
So Mighty Dwarf, declare myself King of the Iron Hills with the seat of Halls of Durin as capital. Okay. What territory is that on this map?
Westpeak. It's in West.
Westpeak.
Yeah.
So Westengaren? Cool.
That one. Yeah.
Okay. So we need to go ahead and add it to what we're calling the information layer. Okay. So then I go into here. I literally right click on this. You guys will have to do a little bit of coding for it, or if you want, I can go ahead and provide the picture for it. Not picture, but template. So then I go ahead and paste this, and then I got the kingship of the Iron Hills. Yes?
Yep.
Is now the king of Avari? No, sorry.
Well,
The Iron Hills?
yeah.
Or do you have a better name? You can have, guys, the kingship of the Iron Hills. It can be Dwarven Empire, the Dwarven Imperium, the Dwarven Rebels, the Iron Hill Elites. It can be whatever you want it to be, really, as long as it fits within the theme. So, something to think about, okay? So, now King of the Iron Hills, the faction of Durin's folk, is now yours. So, by the way, in Season 4, you will have to go ahead and pay allegiance for this, right? So, now you can actually go ahead and do allegiances and alignments, right? And also I just got that working. So right here you'll see, guys, yesterday I templated out. Here's Logathrim, right? Shows this as green. I'm trying to figure out what's going to be a good surrogate for showing you on the map who's green. I think I just need to make it more aggressive. I do not want to make it touch your colors. I really don't want to edit that stuff, because again, making green plus orange is brown, green and yellow, brown, and better green, grayer green, greener green. It's anyways. So to go ahead and actually do this is why it's called War of the Ring Light, is you have to go ahead and claim this. And then when you actually are allies with people, it'll go ahead and make it where in-game you're allies. This can make Mordor and Gondor allies, right? If there's a corrupt king, or if, like, oh my gosh, I'm very excited because I know how to technically do, like, and Vin, this is something to think about. He's not here.
Nice.
Biscuit. Okay. West End Grid. But I know how to do it manually, like changing subfactions. So for example, if we get into the nitty gritty and they don't kill each other immediately and somehow 1.2 comes out and they're still fighting, or with the Orcarni, we can make the subfactions other subfactions. We'll just call it Rohan Rebel, right? Regardless of the name, or Rohan 2. And so we can make these guys mortal enemies. They're still against Isengard, right? Still the same Rohan, just hate each other. So that way their entities will go ahead and fight. So that I'm excited about. I'm going to go ahead and manually grab your colors because it's a pain otherwise. So they are 6 digits. That's fantastic. So staff, as you can see, I've literally copied this template. I'm just copying and pasting information. I do have the luck of being able to go ahead and ask him questions, you know, like, hey, what is this? They have not made the first claim to any other territory. You can get your own message for that, but here we go. So now I have this information. Kingship of the Iron Hills. So their faction name or kingdom name is going to be called the Iron Hills. Okay. So do you want it to be called this exactly?
No. I have another name actually.
Oh.
It's in the claim channel. I think so. Yeah.
King of the Iron Hills.
Kingdom name.
This? Oh.
Yep.
Hey, you gotta let me know. This is why we need it for logs, because this is what's gonna be this way there. Kingship of the Iron Hills. He is now king. What do the other ones say? Just want to make sure. Kingship of Numenor. Kingship. Oh yeah, no, the kingship of. Bam. That is your kingdom name, correct?
Yep.
You're now king of. Is it the or of the? What is it?
Of.
Okay,
So-
cool. Just making sure. So, and Durin's folk, yes, that's correct.
Yep.
Capital of West England, correct. Okay, colors, cool. Okay, so now I have the information. So now I need to make it into data. And so now here, I need to go ahead and make a kingdom. You guys might be like, oh man, how long does this take? It takes not long at all. Oh. His name. Boom. Take this. Convert it into code speak. Can someone throw me a Hackerman GIF? That's what I need. This is what's happening right now. Just Hackerman. Emin Engren. Okay, so the kingdom is bam, Emin Engren, and then kingdom is going to be Durance folk. I'm curious as to how we're going to get the faction name. Interesting. Hold on. Durance folk. Oh, cool. Okay, cool. And then, so what is your in game? What's your oh wait, not Nate. You're
My
not Nate.
role?
Yeah.
Dane Ironfoot. Yeah.
Dane Ironfoot. Okay. Okay, so Dane Ironfoot. I think what is your guys' perspective on like changing people's names to represent their roles? So people actually like there's some understanding of like who you're talking to. I know we've talked about it in the past, but I mean like actually making it a thing. No one has any idea.
Interesting. I'm currently doing a bit of math real quick.
What have I always said about math?
Fuck math.
Thank you.
Math is your best friend.
No. No, this one time I had to do math, threw up instantaneously, almost died.
I dropped math.
Yeah, this one time in math class, I died. Straight up dead. Okay, cool. So now that I'm dead, let's go ahead and reset this. And then kingdoms. Boom. Look at this. See how easy that was?
Nice.
Look at that. Your colors are actually really nice. Everyone else is kind of suck besides mine and Rohavinian. Everyone else kind of, Bellon is pretty good. Numenor's pretty good.
Thank you.
Is that yours? Oh, yeah,
That
of course
was
it's yours. Yeah, so this is something I also talked about. Like, Season 4, there's going to be more territories. This needs to be 3 territories. You know what I mean? This is 3 vastly different environments. One has evil trees, one has ghost badasses, and then this is just nice Shire. It's not the same territory.
We're taking the ghosts of the kings.
Oh, God. Okay. Okay, so, yeah, but, so as you guys can see again, so this is now claimed, right? But like this is his capital, so technically it needs to go ahead and get the signature seal that it has been claimed because it is a capital. And so, oh wait, no, we need this not here. It needs to be down here. So this is where it happened. And claims. Weston Grin is now held. So now, if we go ahead and refresh this, we click on Kingdoms, and now it's the full color. You see that?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So now, Mighty Dwarf. Okay, so for the staff that we're watching, so for Melkor, Mighty, and Kid Summers, do you guys understand the general progression of how that worked out?
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's just we just have to go ahead and tag it in here. Like this is technically incorrect, but I'm sure we'll survive. But then now, if you have a territory claim, I will now do the same thing again. Okay. Just go over like the 2 different ones. So go ahead and do this right here, essentially. Well, you don't need the colors. Just something that I can go ahead and quote.
How do you make a roll in the game? I'm just like, how do you actually go about doing it?
Rolls are kind of a pain. We have to go ahead and add them. They have their different variable points, which aren't too bad. But then we also need to add them to their faction lists, and then their faction by rarity list, and then their rarity list, and then their faction list.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a pain. But it's not too hard. If you have any suggestions, please let me know. I know we're gonna have to go ahead and add more, but
I was gonna add a Melkor roll.
No.
Oh,
What you're doing is very
later, but,
special.
I know what you're talking about, Slayer. Because you
Yeah.
talked about it before.
It's just there's no Melkor roll. Yours is very special, Shark. I'm not trying to make that like anything I'm holding over you or anything. It's just you've literally been Melkor over the last half year. So that's why you got the roll. Like I've done this a few times just with staff members who are like, this is what I really want. It's like, well, it's not hurting anybody. As long as you're doing well, why not? So Mighty, are you making your claim right now?
Wait, how do I do that?
So right here, if you're watching my screen, go ahead and take this template, like any of these that they just go ahead and take the territory. Like for example, Shark, you said, I, Melkor, the Dark Lord of the Autumno, take the Forward Way territory as my second claim, which port is my capital, the Forward Chell Plateau. So if you go ahead and do that, what I'm going to go ahead and do is do this message right here. So for staff that are watching, this simple claim, territory claim, you don't have to do this fancy editing. You can just write this out so I can go search, right? If I type in territory claim, pops all these up. But then you go ahead and say the person that did it. So we can go ahead and say like, because we're going to go ahead and add princes, right? And so princes are going to go ahead and get the claim, right? So now we're going to have the tag to add them. So like Kid Summers, if you have a prince who goes ahead and like claims a territory that you had an agreement with, Gundabad, that is your guys' DMZ, right? Neither of you claim this area. Now you're going to be able to see he's the one that did it, not me, right? And then you're also going to go ahead and have their quote, okay? So this is why we need to go ahead and do the territory claim. So you're essentially doing the quote part. Staff, it's just this. You don't have to do this fancy formatting. I'm just anal about that stuff. So yeah, we also have other ones. So if you guys want to go ahead and take a crack at it, we don't have to go ahead and bore people on stream with doing it again. But if you do, I'd really appreciate it. That's kind of the plan for as far as how the war is going to go. So what happens next? Tomorrow is counterclaim season. Okay. So.
Oh yeah.
What's up?
Oh yeah, that's what I said.
So what we're gonna be doing right now is you can only counterclaim. And Lair, are you back yet, or are you dead at your chair? Like, what's going on, buddy?
I'm alive. What's up? There hasn't been anything involving me.
Okay. Yes, we've asked you many questions.
Oh shit.
Yeah, dude.
It's unfortunate. I refuse to answer.
All I was asking is,
Lair,
where's the
check your
treasure?
DMs when you-
Give me the
Hey,
money.
Lair, check your DM. Check your DMs when you get a minute.
Who?
Oh, I
Me?
checked,
Alright, okay.
and I am not planning to follow that advice unless you tell me why.
Do we have more negotiation going on? I'm very excited for this War of the Ring, boys. So for counterclaims, here was my original idea, and this is why I want to bring it to you guys, the round table, okay? Because I've been talking nonstop. For all of the claims, that the rules are anyone that has a held territory can go ahead and do a counterclaim, okay? If you have a held, that's everyone on the map, right? Some people don't have their actual second claim territory, but now, for example, Lair, like we talked about already, you can go and counterclaim here, right? Because we can think about it logically that it's touching your other area. But should we allow it? I know these territories are a little janky, that's why I want to restrict us from doing large numbers, but factions could go ahead and do something like realistically, like, my cavalry could go ahead and ride 1, 2, 3 territories over to go ahead and do a counterclaim. So for example, let's say Lair, you're fighting against Enidwaith, right? They go ahead and claim Enid March, right? That's not next to your territory here, right? But it is. Why? Oh, this is a nice bug. That's annoying. It is within 1, 2, 3, right? So now you can go ahead and counterclaim it because it's within 3. Right? So what do you guys think on that? Should there be a limit? Should it be touching? How do you go ahead and stop people marching right towards you if you're in a state of war against them?
I mean, there are definite exceptions. You shouldn't, for example, if I'm at war with Gondor and they've just decided, I'm going to take all the Endedwaith provinces between us, while I do anything to stop that feels shitty.
No, this is counterclaim. So they can't take anything. They can just stop it from happening.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I would like to be able to stop something like
Okay.
Yeah.
but at the same time,
This would be a great territory for cutting that off.
oh yeah, I'm probably gonna take
Also,
that.
do you know that you
if
get the
any
done? Do you get
Donu
the?
players are in here? Claim that for me, then I can counterclaim it for free. That's something I'd like.
You can't claim it. It's just you're wasting
Ah, shit.
invasion points on it. No, you don't get to
In that
take it
case,
over.
Gondor, stay away. I don't want you to come there.
Yeah, but also you also get the Dun Harrowmen. I'm very excited about that because I've replaced most of the Mordor spawns through here, and I've made it where it's Dun Harrow, and then if Mordor starts taking it over, of course it'll be Mordor spawning here. But excited about that because they are a Dunland subfaction. So
Oh, that's nice.
yes, you're welcome. By the way, you are losing Aragorn though. They are going to Cardaland.
Slayer, I did
We
my
never
second.
had Aragorn.
Yeah, you did. You guys had it for a little bit during 1.2.
Wait,
Now
what
it's gone.
I'm glad it's gone.
It's not. No, it's still there. But also, again, so I figured out the actual spawning mechanics for this. The 3 deadest factions for sure are going to be Cardaland, Oregion, and Belkoth. Like they
Where
are
are
going
they
to
the-
be
the
very
deadest?
rare. So
Cardaland.
Aragorn is through here, Oregion is through here, and Belkoth is through here. If you run into one of the people, you're gonna be like, "Is that one of the? Is that a Belkoth?" Like, dude, it's gonna be like 1 out of 20,000. Okay, whereas all of this guys is 1 out of 20. Okay, so there's again no structures. There will be a few structures because they're going to be like the only like there's a tier I call above the like deadest, which is more going to be like forward waith up here. So we do have the Lossoth men. You're not going to encounter them walking around. You will encounter them at their structures, right? So it's going to be actually Belkoth is a bad example. They are more like Lossoth. But they actually have their snow huts. They actually have, igloos. They actually have villages. So they're not going to be very common, these villages. But that's how you go ahead and find these guys. You're not going to see them just walking through and be like, "What's up?" It's not happening. So anyways, then we go ahead and we go through and we have like in between them would probably be like I guess the Rangers in a sense. They have villages. They do spawn, but not a lot. They're not expansive. Okay. So like they spawn pretty much around here. So like Rohavinion, for example. They will have some structures, they will have some stuff, but they will only spawn in their territories. They're very much isolationist. I don't think they even have an invasion type. I will let that change with factions. The main thing I'm trying to do with invasions right now, guys, is provide a simplified way of doing everything. Because if we think about invasions, what I want to go ahead and do is expand them to the sense that, one, I can tell when someone ends them, because I did see that code, but I have to go ahead and either patch that, and that's why I need Vin, the mastery man, but he's gone. I just looked in chat. I'm very sad. But then I can go ahead and expand that. And so for a lot of these factions, right, we've added like these elites and nobles. Will be kind of cool if when you spawn these guys, it would let you know like, hey, I'm spawning this noble and this elite. And so now you get extra points for killing those guys, but also for this event or this faction, or not, sorry, for this faction, for this invasion, we know exactly what's going to spawn, right? So, I know I'm getting the nitty gritty and people will probably get pretty bored, but this is a little bit vital. So what I'm thinking is like, so if we go ahead and compare these waypoints, right? So we have the waypoint of the Field of Celebrant and the waypoint of Harwick. These are stupid waypoints. Nobody cares about these waypoints, okay? But at Isengard versus Uruk Highlands, it's going to be a little bit of a difference, okay? Like, taking over this waypoint is going to be what we call a small war invasion, or whatever we're going to prefix in front of, or preface with invasion, right? But we know it's going to spawn, okay, so it's going to spawn 5 tier 3s, 20 tier 2s, and then 50 tier 1s, right? And we can go ahead and control that dynamically depending on which waypoint. So you guys can go ahead and at least rely on it. You'll know it's going to be small, whether it's a Rohan version of small, or a Gondor version of small, or you know, the Taurodane and are led by Lair, and they come north. That's just how it goes. I know, Lair, I'm giving you a lot of props. I'm trying to hype you up for this war. So, anyways, but for Isengard, there's gonna be a lot more of like the tier 5s, and so when you're coming here, you better have a lot of invasion points because these guys have like 60 health, right? So that's what I really want to simplify with the seats, and that the seats go ahead and generate loyalty, which will go ahead and generate your own like your actual, I guess, invasion points in a sense. It's just simplifying everything, you know, because you guys have been here for what, we've got 3 seasons between all of us. We have season 1, season 2, and season 3. You know, we added troops, we added buildings. Guys, all we need to know is like who's got more guys. We don't need to know which guys and how to get them. It's still Minecraft, right? Let's go actually fight with these guys. So, for example, you know, like we can, if you guys had a dollar for every time I said, so for example, like you guys would probably be able to go ahead and retire. With the invasion points, what we want is a simplified way of going ahead and controlling the different territories. And something that should be interesting is that if there's going to be a little bit of duality here, and I only want to talk about this when we actually have the season 4 map up and running, is that for any seats that are transferred either into, you know, from season 3 into 4, or we add in waypoints because of them, if you, so like, Lair, I'm picking on you, but where's your actual seat?
My current seat is on the waypoint of the Dunaird. So
alright, so Dunaird is the type of village, and so a village only gives you 1 invasion point, right? But if you have a seat there, instantaneously becomes a 4. If it becomes your actual kingdom capital, instantly becomes like an 8. Right, so you're a 5, so therefore you get different invasion points because of this, okay? So this is something where you can go ahead and like actually have your vassals, right? Whether you have a southern vassal in Dunwald, right, and they rule Furwold. Is that an actual build? Can you confirm that or no?
Dunwald is, I don't think
Furwold.
Furwold I don't think is a build. Wolfburg is a build, however.
Okay, so for example, if you have a different seat down here, like right now, you just claim it, so you just get it, it's a village, right? There's nothing there, right? It can be upgraded, we'll figure out how to do that, but the main way is going to be seats, right? So we know 4 and 5 will be seats and capitals, but before that, we could go ahead and do stuff where at your invasion, we can make it where to go to a 2, you need to up it, like if it becomes, you know, let's say a fort, that's how because we added a whole bunch of armors for Dunland, right? A whole bunch of new units, right? So we can go ahead and spawn them in with their invasion. So if you go ahead, like, what is this, Wolfburg? So it's a bad example, right? But you said Furwold has nothing, right? So it's going to be a long ways before it's a 4 or 5, right? But it can become a 2 or 3. And the way you do that is by spending allegiance, right? Your kingdom level stuff to go ahead and upgrade this from a level 1 to a level 2. So now it's spawning the level 2 and level 3 guys. Now it's harder for them to capture. Now you're getting more invasion points. And then you go from tier 2 to tier 3. So now it's doing 4 and 5 level guys for Dunland. So now it's even harder to catch because it's spawning big guys. But it's still not quite the sheer numbers of like Wolfburg and Dunaird. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Cool. I really like this idea. I think it's a lot more streamlined and it's a lot less confusing. Like, you guys understand, like, per waypoint, like, we've had an example in the past where we show it, like, just right now it's got the factions, and I really like that just because it gives you the over-under of, like, you know, right here, Lair, you can go ahead and look around and be like, oh, I'm fine. There's no one around me, right? So you don't have to worry about, be like, okay, so it's not claimed yet, but maybe there's a few factions sprucing up here, or not sprucing, but, you know, coming up here. Okay, so I've talked for a while. Let's hand it off to you guys. Comments, questions, concerns about any of the things I've talked about. If you're in chat still watching this shenanery, or if you are in the actual round table, please go ahead and let me know what's on your guys' mind.
My main concern is still the thing we started this with. What happens if you can't figure out a nice time between the two sides of a war? Because in the end, better play is always the thing that should be rewarded, rather than having just the bigger number in game, right? I think we both agree on that. I think a way to do that makes it, in my opinion, fair is just by letting every kingdom say, okay, within the normal times of the server, from like evening EU and afternoon US, pick a time, pick an hour, and the expectation is that the defender will at least be available. So if you siege a place, let's say I am Dunland, I siege Rohan, I will have to attack in the specified window of Rohan. And that's it. Rohan's king specified that window. It's his choice, meaning he will have the advantage. And, I will just have to adhere to that. I think that's a way other games do it. I've been playing a lot of New World recently. That's how New World does it.
Wait, what do they like? So the defender has control, right? They decide when it's going down.
Defender decides when the siege is happening,
Okay.
and the attacker either adheres to that or unlucky, or they have to have some ally fight the war for them. They then won't be able to participate, and that sucks. Pick your battles wisely, I suppose. That's just the case.
So what if? So we have the rule that every single time. Okay, sorry, I got some personal stuff going on.
Okay.
So and just got weird text that are fine. So right now we understand that the defender automatically can spawn in for any of the waypoints that are defending, right? But what if we go ahead and make it where if you choose a time, you do spend 1?
First of all, that's another thing. The attacker should also be able to automatically spawn in because there shouldn't be any territory.
Well, they get one to literally start the event, and there has to be one spent. And the way that started is with 1. So that's why you get 1 life. It's not like 1 plus another 1 per your life. That 1 is your life.
Yeah, that's good. That's fine. But that's cool. But what I'm saying is there is going to be battles, as we discussed earlier, where if you were going to say discuss among both parties when is the best time, there will be people that say, well, there isn't going to be any time because I don't want to fight you. And you're saying, okay, in that case, the guy with the most points wins. I'm saying, don't even let that be an option. I'm saying, have the defenders pick a time in advance, not for every siege, just in advance as their regular time. So I'm setting the Kingdom of Dunland's time to, let's say, 9 p.m. my time. And I will be expected to, if there is going to be a siege, be there at 9 p.m. And so are the attackers.
Okay.
Right? And that will be the time the siege takes place. So, as a kingdom, I have that in my control. So, technically I have an advantage. And there will not be the option of people saying, no, I'm not going to fight you. If you don't show up, well, then you're not attacking.
Right.
And if nobody's defending, yeah,
win.
You're going to win because nobody is defending.
Cool. Seems simple enough.
So I'd say you could even incorporate that in the plugin. If you have a kingdom in the plugin, you could even incorporate just setting your time at a certain hour of day, EST as we do in everything. And that could just be it.
Well, yeah, we'll figure that whole part out about the time. It's just like, you have to set it. Like, you just have to announce when the event is. Because people either are going to watch or someone's got to moderate, whatever's going to go on. You just have to announce the time. It can't be a secret.
All of that. And another important part, in my opinion, to that was you can't choose it per siege. If I'm going up against an American player, for example, I could say, put the siege way earlier. That wouldn't be fair either. So I'd say it has to be a general time that your kingdom has set that you cannot easily change. So it's just like 9 p.m. is the time you are expected to usually be able to defend. Not always, sure. Nobody's always able to do something at a specific date, but usually you'll be able there at 9. So your defense time is usually at 9.
Mm. Well, that's something we can also go ahead and we'll change or work out between people. Like, hey, if it has to wait a day, it'll wait a day. But like, that's if like not a team can make it. If they're like, I can't do anything within 2 days, then whatever.
But that should be a courtesy, not the standard. Is what I'm getting at.
Okay.
I understand what you're getting at.
Yeah.
So in
I
these
know what's
battles,
Okay,
can we
so
use
have we wrote
armies?
this down anywhere that we're talking about right now? So, hold on. So, for the actual Kingdoms official. Okay, so let's talk about what we've done. Let's do a rehash, okay? But also, Lair, you and I have talked the most for sure. But other comments, questions, or concerns about this, or like things you guys were like, oh, this, but what about this, right? Anything to add, let me know.
Okay. For sure.
Anything? You guys got nothing?
I think we're good, yeah.
So Slayer, in these battles, can we use units?
Armies?
Yep. Because I have like 700 or dwarves ready for battle. I really want to use them.
That's gonna have to be a thing.
Yeah, but I'm gonna save you from your own call out right now, Slayer. There's no way the server is gonna be able to handle a 700 unit versus 700 unit battle at the same time. That this server will die.
Yeah. Still offendedly,
Yeah.
you're right.
Probably not entirely possible. But there should be a
But
way that actually
There's not always 700 armies,
You
You can change the limit. You have a certain limit.
Well, we kind of fought like millions of Utumno back in season 1, or I think
Yeah,
before
but
that.
never at one time.
Yeah,
and
but
that's the
yeah,
issue with
with your army, you will spawn them in all at once. If you can spawn them in less, I don't care. But like, we can make it where, to have access to your army is 5 invasion points per player, like something ludicrous. Like, it's got to be you're bringing in like some serious heavy duty boys. But the thing is, I don't know if that's always going to be the case for everyone. But I mean,
One
it's
problem if we're
not a
limiting it to
responsibility.
numbers. I'm
What's
just
that?
gonna mention this. Baddies have Ulukai and Merc Trolls,
Oh, that's
some of
not
the strongest units in the game.
X.
I'm telling you, that's not going to be the issue with the
No,
next
but it's
season.
gonna be an issue.
It's going to be something, but the issue with the next season is the fact that there's elves which have, I think it's 80 HP as a default.
Dude,
Wait,
there's
what?
like so many more units.
Yeah, but it's incredibly unbalanced. That's what I'm getting at. The elves have
That's-
80 HP. The humans have
We
40
will
HP.
figure that out. No, not the new guys. The new guys have like the Root Hour Berserkers have like 75 or something like that.
All I remember is the elves having significantly more than anyone else, unless you have recently changed that. That's
I
possible.
don't know.
But unless it's recently changed, there is no semblance of balance there, and having a number limit would be an issue.
I'm gonna get something to eat. I'll be back.
See, yep.
Other servers do it in my opinion, not the greatest way. They just say, these are your point scores. You can take 50 points of units, and a standard Gondor soldier is 1 point. A Gundabad Snaga is half a point. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah, we did that. That's
Um,
not good.
Yeah, it's annoying. You, as staff, you're gonna have to count to 50 every siege, which isn't fun either.
No, we just need to go ahead and get better control over what's going on. Why did I put this twice? It was said before.
Ideally, I'd like to ask you a question, because I know there is a good way to do it if you're able to spawn in hired troops assigned to a certain player. Are you able to do that?
Huh? What?
are you able to spawn hired troops that, as a commander, for example, have you specifically? Are you able to do something like that? If that's a possibility, there's a fun way to do this. Otherwise, I'm not sure there is one.
It would just be a limit on like making squadrons limited at 100, but still 100 Olagai versus 100 Shire sheriffs.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is if you have normal hire troops, you could spawn them in portions, I suppose, portion sizes, as actual hire troops, which is kind of what we used to do on the sieges at the end of Season 1, beginning of Season 2. Except you'd actually have some control. The main issue with those units was both lag and the fact that they just kind of walked to the point. Players need control, and it needs to not lag. Those are the main things, in my opinion. And if you're able to spawn in hired units, and not just random NPC units, actual units that are hired, that have the health bar, that have a commander who can use a Horde of Command on them. If you can do that, that would, I think, solve it. If you just say, okay, your faction has this many hired units assigned to this leader of the seat. The leader of the seat will take them into battle, and they will be spawned gradually.
Yeah, it's so much easier to do a way different way, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
It's easier, but it's less good.
No, I mean your methodology is there. It's just you're just using different materials that I would. It's not bad, my dude. Okay. It's okay. You got me thinking about like how the implementation of a lot of this stuff could go. Like the whole invasion points thing could very much be a thing per kingdom, and you would sign it per waypoint, and then it does spawn it without invasions. That's something that we could very easily do. It's just for staff, we would have to go ahead and like per event, and this is where we lose autonomy, right? It's per event. Make sure like where these guys are going to spawn is not going to be, you know, in a bad spot, not in a trapped area, not in whatever. So, yeah. Okay, so hold on. Let me go over the announcements real quick, and then we can go ahead. Yeah. So we went over some stuff. So, what we need to do is we do need to go ahead and write this down, and then staff needs to go ahead and understand how to go ahead and add this stuff, because I do need you guys' help. This is literally something I want you guys to go ahead and understand and feel fluid doing that. Like if you're on just taking a almost swore, almost did it, didn't do it, almost did it. You saw it, heard it, watched it, whatever.
You still owe us 2 shots from earlier.
Yep.
What do you mean from earlier?
You swore twice earlier.
When?
Do you want me to after the stream? I will go through the VOD and pull up the exact timestamp.
I will be a homie. I will take both shots right now.
I swore once, so I did take the one shot. I will take another time. I don't remember doing that.
Well, if I can take them for Slayer, in that case, Slayer, I will take them with you.
I'm really excited about this. How are you guys feeling about this? Like it's like we're actually
doing
I'm hyped.
It.
Like, we're actually doing it.
I'm trying to figure out things. Who's the Lord of Enendwaith?
Yeah, he is not posted. That's our boy WBCW. Yeah. He also he claimed the same title as you, so you two got to talk about that, because I leaned heavily into Enendwaith.
He knows I'm King of Dunland. I think he said Warlord of Dunland because that is just the in-game title he has right now.
Okay, can I talk to you guys about something real quick? Real quick. I have an idea on something. Okay. So so something we've worked on is something I definitely need help with 1.2, because it's not really too hard, is we now have shields for almost every single faction. Okay. So Dunland, you guys have a shield, very much clearly. Enendwaith now has a shield. Khazad-dûm now has a shield, right? So when a waypoint is pretty much just unclaimed, it's going to spawn with its banner, okay? I'm working on, maybe we can go ahead and make an icon over here to demonstrate its size, so you don't have to go like look, right? Or maybe it could be something very simple like one is like this, it's level 1. When it has a bronze outline, it's level 2, or when it's, so on and so forth, right? There's different ways we go and help you guys visualize what's going on without having to go click, look, click, look. You'll have some semblance of what's going on, right? So with this idea of like, how do I describe this? It's, man, okay, so I'm completely having a brain freeze right now, and I have not even eaten anything, or I'm having a stroke. Either or, maybe both.
May I ask a quick question about the?
Yes, please
claiming?
save me. Yes. What's
All
up,
right.
boss?
When we claim a territory, does it need to be adjacent to an owned
Yes.
territory?
No. Okay, so
shit.
that's something we're gonna go ahead and do. Okay, let's write this down right now. And by let's, I will go ahead and do it because no one is rising to the occasion, and that's okay. Hold on. Kingdom official. Okay. You can claim a territory that is directly touching a claimed or held territory. On top of that, you can claim on top of a territory that is claimed and within 2 territories of a held territory, a total of 3 territories away. Cool. Okay, so for example, Kid Summers, you might
Yes.
notice. Do you notice something that only you 2 factions, technically 3, actually, wow, these are the big 3. You notice how Angmar, the Orcish Shadow up here, has a solid territory and this striped territory. Same thing with the elves, or the dwarves here. Same thing with the elves here. Same thing with Rohavinian. Same thing with the Dwarven Empire here, and then the Autumno here. That you and Enewaith and the Misty Goblins have not done.
Yeah, I sent it to the chat. I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna claim Meneltarma, but then I'm like, oh shit, do I need to? Okay, so I can't claim that yet.
No.
I need
That'll
to
be
get
if
to the
someone
water.
if someone claims that, they're literally gonna pull a shark and just be like, "See this volcano I made?" I'm like, "How'd you make that?" I'm like, "Bare hands." I'll be like, "Okay, you own this territory."
I mean, I do have a base in Meneltarma, and I'm building a city there.
Well, it's just okay. Maybe. Well, again, when you think it's time to roll that dice, I hope you got the best luck. Okay. So, Valray, are you currently here? And then wait, who is Vekek? Are you a? No. Oh, what up? What up, Kira? Kira, introduce yourself.
He's not here.
That was too intense of an introduction. Shut the fuck up. No! I was doing so good. And I just told people to shut the F up. How does that make me sound towards you guys? Makes me sound like a real piece of crap.
No,
I
say
don't
the
know.
other
Don't
words.
worry.
You guys know it.
Say the other words later,
No. No.
please.
No.
Please.
I'm sorry for saying that.
Well,
I'm sorry.
it has been a pleasure chilling with y'all, but I have to dip.
Dude,
because I
where
have
are
to go
you
do
going to
stuff.
claim your territory and go make the claim in Kingdom Claims right now?
I did, but now I need to make a different one. Okay.
Just claim a coast somewhere.
Dude, look at this. You click right here and you
Yeah,
go, look, here's the only territories I can claim. This one claimed, unclaimed, 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 unclaimed. We have a map for this, guys. You do zero guessing.
I know. I'm looking at the map currently.
Do you guys
What do
know
you
how
think, Andra?
hard of a pain in the ass of a
I think Andrest might be a good call for you if you're gonna be.
Andras? By the way, so again, the factions that are being added down here, the Druaith of the Dunedain, the Dunedain of the
subjugation
Dunedain.
fire.
They're pretty chill. Please don't attack them. I think actually they're the epitome of you. Like if you tell them about who you were in season 2, they're gonna be like, "Yeah, I like you." Yeah. Anyways, Valray, have you made your claim as well?
Kingdom claim.
Yes. Nate, I see I got DMs from you. Let me go look.
Mr. Umbar
Oh
himself.
no, yeah, I don't like Rebels Yoda. Rebels Yoda makes me sad.
Is it possible to conquer basically the whole map?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that could be fun.
Question.
Yes.
So, let's say I claim Cardalin, then I claimed, Aaron Vorn.
Wait, what?
Right? Alright, so I just put in a thing to claim Cardalin. Right there,
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
Let's say I then go one further south and claim Aaron Vorn.
Okay.
Now let's say Lair and I get in a disagreement and he takes Cardalin. Do I then also lose Aaron Vorn?
How do you go ahead and take this place?
Or the Enidwaith?
Oh, no.
Okay, so I'd keep... Okay.
He would have to fight you for this place. In
Okay,
Season 4,
got
you will have to go ahead and fight for this place. You can claim a place all you want, but you will have to go fight for this. That's what's going to be your place. Instead of having to manually go ahead and type your claim, it's just going to be updated. It's going to be like, this is what people have done today. You'll be like, Dunland has murdered everyone. Like, Lair woke up at 2 a.m. in the morning and killed everyone. It's 6 o'clock and people are fudged. Ha!
Lair.
You got me.
Lair, please don't do that. We both know that you would. Please just
I,
don't-
Imrahil
I don't like Aaron
Cardalin,
Vorn,
let's
it's
start
fine.
moving to the coast. Please try to keep up with your cohorts as far as their message quality. I can't quote that for the log, bro.
I'm taking like a significant
fair
portion of Rohan, and then I'm staying calm until somebody annoys me enough so that I wake up and
Yeah,
claim
you
their
guys have
children.
realized that like there is a place up here that has like the most amount of territory and is also like infinite
Yep.
invasion points.
Am I
right?
allowed to go to war with them?
Yeah, all of you are going to be at war with them.
Yeah, but can I siege
I would like-
their holdings?
I would like to claim the water.
Go for it.
The
So
water
if-
is mine.
If I make a weird snake monster up there, claim territories, I am allowed to, in fact, siege Atumno?
Yep.
Yes.
You just heard me say infinite, correct?
Yeah, well, dealt with worse. I dealt with infinite. I've dealt with infinite too.
What? You will die. Like, it is infinite. It's like forever. Like,
Yeah.
Forever.
All right, server boy, keep
Okay.
a hold of your infinity stones.
listen
I was gonna
listen
say-
to me. Listen to me, okay? When you're remembering this in 2 years, all I want you to hear is forever.
Yeah. How did you think your infinity stone duel was going to turn out? Oh,
You can talk about the
was that a
past, but now
surprise too?
I have grown twice as more powerful as in the past. Count. I'll cut off your
Yeah,
fucking
but
hands
that's
and
because I
shoot your
showed
head,
you
bro.
a couple of exploits before.
Well, that was your
Twice
stupid
the-
ass. Yeah, it was your stupid trick
Twice
that
the
worked
pride,
once.
double the fall.
Exactly. Thank you, Bananakin.
I have
Okay.
more exploits.
I had a planikin, and that was banana ass and his mannequin. Okay, because you're dead as a
That's-
doorknob.
Another one slay.
Wait, what did I say?
You said you were talking about his ass.
That doesn't count. Ass is not a swear
I have
word.
a nice.
Nah, drink, Slayer. Drink.
No.
Now
I
that's
just,
four
I
shots.
just took a
Bro,
shot.
was talking about donkeys.
I
I
just
mean,
took
drink,
a shot.
I'll take a
Guys,
shot
we're
too.
trying to keep. Okay, please keep it going. But oh, the stream died.
I mean, you gotta take a shot. I just took a shot.
I was gonna
No,
say
that's-
Quick's the one to switch to Pershilo, or how you fucking pronounce it.
Pocheville.
Pershiville.
Yes. So that's
Just-
something I'm trying to work on right now. So here's a small thing. I know I was talking about this in the past. So this falls under what I would call nice to have to see how hard it's going to be. Bounce Cabana. So we obviously have a large portion of the map being changed, right? So what would be kind of cool is after we go ahead and do that, because a lot of these territories are going to have to go ahead and get cut up a lot. Like Dunland could very much be cut up into maybe 3 or 4 different territories.
Yeah.
We're gonna try to go ahead and like use user input as much as they can, but you know, like Eregion, what is going on with this? You want to know what's going on with this? This was made because we didn't have Khazad-dûm. This is a layover of before season 1. So this could be cut better. You know, the angle could go ahead and be cut better. There's just a lot of different, like maybe not the angle. Angle's a bad example. But, you know, for example, this place right here. So your territory of South Farthing, that's very clearly 3 different territories. Right here, the Green Hill Country, very much 2 different territories. So the reason why is because I think it's going to get very claustrophobic very quickly on this map. Very, very quickly. Because no one is really not more than 6 spaces away from everyone else. Because, like, look at Rohan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you're already within over here. And this just broke. God, I'm so smart. Anyways. So, we're going to go ahead and reload that because I'm not dealing with that. So, it's just something to think about, like, as far as, like, very massive territories. And also, we've messed a lot with this map. But that's also it's a lot of work. Like, every single thing you get, like, look at this. So, we start on, like, this level. And if you guys think we need to go ahead and do a deeper dive, let me know. But, like, this is level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 different levels to this. And then all of this is pixel perfect. And actually, I can't quote that anymore. Shark, are you here? Shark's not here. You guys want to see like a balloon be uninflated in like real time? You ready for this?
Yep.
Okay, so again, level 1, right? We have all the kingdom showing, okay?
Yep.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 1 pixel right here, guys. 1 mother effing pixel that didn't get put into this, and it annoys the ever-living bonanza sandwich out of me. Like, look at this. You can see it because the thing is, you can see it from any size. And now you guys will never be able, because we're not fixing this until next season. Like, this is, who cares about this, right? But yeah. So I'm really excited about the map going forward. I know we've like tangented over into a lot of different things. But we need everyone to go ahead and make their claims, and we also need staff ready to go ahead and implement these. So Mighty, Nate, Rhythm, Valray, let's go ahead and do this. I will hold your hand through it. I'm not gonna yell at you or anything else. Let's go ahead and look at this, and then we're gonna go ahead and make some changes and make some actual additions. Okay. So for who is still here? Mighty, you're still here, correct?
Yep.
All right, Nate, are you still here?
Yeah.
Rhythm? Kidley Summersery? Kid Summers!
He is dead.
Yeah, he's fucking dead. No! Okay.
Drink, sorry. Drink.
Drink to his death.
I just hope, guys, like by episode 3, they're like, yeah, the first episode was pretty wild. Remember those times when you would say the F word and scream no? Like, wild. So hopefully season 3 or episode 3 doesn't happen anymore.
That will happen.
I'm filling it.
I'll bet you, Slayer, that will happen.
I hope so, because then I won't be saying it anymore. Valray, are you not here? Valray? Hello. No, that's the wrong person to be like, why are you pinging me? Okay, does anyone else care to learn how to do this? Which would mean quite literally the only other person is Lair. Also, Rhythm, we saw your mic move. You're here.
He's probably sleeping. Or something.
He's just jerking it.
Drink, Slayer.
Shut the F up. Okay, well, this is what we're doing now, I guess. Okay, so let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and mark this off with other reactions of thumbs up. Look at that, thumbs up, cool. That's the one that I've grabbed, right? So I am going to go ahead and add this territory claim. So what do I mean by territory claim? Okay, you're like, what the F is Slaying Slayer talking about? Okay, so then you go up to Kingdom's log and you go, oh, all I have to do, look at this. So I go and copy this. Okay, so I'm copying this. Control C, click with my mouse, left click, Control V, territory claim. I go ahead and get rid of this dude. I'm going to change it to Melkor. Melkor has claimed the territory of...
Who is taking a piss?
Forward Ways. Yeah, whoever's taking a piss, this is where my face lives.
What?
Yeah, that's what I thought. I have to quote the entire message, I'm sorry. So then I go ahead and just literally copy the entire message. I go ahead and do 1, 2, 3 backticks. Control V, 1, 2, 3 backticks. Boom. Territory claim. Melkor has claimed the territory of Forward Waste. And then, so now I read this, okay? So now I go over to Kingdom Claim. I go ahead and I thumbs up. This is it. This is all we have to do. Okay, if I say a thumbs up in here, you know what's in Kingdom's log. Okay, and then going forward, if I thumbs up in here, you know what's in the map. If it's not thumbs up in there, go get someone. Go get a doctor. Do you understand? Go get a doctor.
Slayer.
No, listen to me. You go to a hospital. Are you listening? You go to a hospital, okay? And you go to a hospital, okay? And when you're at a hospital, okay, you go to a hospital, okay, and then you go to a hospital, okay, then you're at a hospital, okay, so then you go to a hospital, okay, and then you're at a hospital, okay, sorry, all jokes aside.
Can I leave the hospital, please?
Then you're at a hospital, okay, and then you go to a hospital, okay, okay, so now, shit, there was a shot at a hospital, okay. And now it's all over the floor. Hospital, okay? So
Slayer,
now I have a hospital,
I'm
okay?
really sorry, but...
Hospital, okay? What did he do? Oh my god. Hospital, okay? Whoever muted me, you know you're dead, right?
Yeah, I know.
You're not. I'm not gonna do anything. I don't care. It's all in good fun. All right. So who were we trying to edit? We were trying to hit the hospital. Okay. Oh, I'm in Angren. We were trying to go ahead and add the territory claim of Melkor. That mischievous son of a mother. Shit. Mother effing son of a ass piece of mother piece of crap. I feel like I got a lot out there during that that time. I feel like I also didn't swear, so in a way I kind of win, you know. I was
gonna say I'm gonna be doing some house cleaning, so but I'll be back after.
Okay. Okay, sorry. I got rather confuzzled as to what I was doing. So, over here... Oh, right. Over here, I am going to go ahead and push this territory of Forward Waith. Because I've taught the program to go ahead and say it for the King of Autumnal, they have the territories, and we push a place called Farad Owaith. And so now they have that massive amount of a territory. Look at that. That's like the Louisiana Purchase. For all of you...
Holy shit.
Yeah, for all of you peasants who don't understand how, like, colonization works.
That's basically the Russia...
Yeah.
I mean, the Russia of Middle Earth.
I know.
So fucking...
Did somebody say colonization?
Yep. That's like...
Okay, so...
Okay, guys, we need to unite and take down the Tumno right now.
So here we go. Mighty Dwarf, Nate, Rhythm, are you ready?
Yeah!
Nate said he was going to do house chores, so you have been abandoned, and I hope you seek retribution and you're equal. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so who wants the easy one, and who wants the hard one?
I want the easy one.
I'll take the hard one.
Okay, cool. So are you guys watching my screen right now?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
If you guys go over to Kingdom Claim, it's very easy. So let's go ahead and just read this out. Okay, I, ACDC, King of Rohan, and Blue Wizard claim the Eastnet as a territory for the Rohirrim. Our capital is moved to Edoras, and our colors are this and that. Okay. What do you guys think between either a Kingdom Claim or a territory claim? What do you think it is? A Kingdom Claim is a kingdom creation, and a territory claim can only be after a kingdom creation. Does that make logical sense to you guys?
That is a kingdom creation then.
Okay, cool. So then we come down here. Okay, so let's read this. So our capital is moved to Edoras and our colors. Okay, so this is not true. I know this is a little bit meta, but he cannot claim Edoras because he claimed East Emnet, right? Up here. Okay, guess where Edoras is? Down here. So no. Just ignore that. Ignore nonsense.
There is a thing about that.
Nope.
We figured out that the seat owned by the guy that claimed Edoras is not an existing seat.
Nice.
He doesn't own a seat. So
Who
there
doesn't
might
own
be
a seat?
some struggles with there. I don't know what the ruling is over that.
Probably a civil war.
Who owns the seat of Edoras right now?
The seat of Edoras, before he was
if I do /
migrate,
seat space Edoras.
Okay, it's been raised today, which you can find in the chat logs by ADC, because he was forced to migrate up north. There is no seat of Edoras right now.
He had the seat of Edoras and didn't be like, hey man, no.
Well, he was, and you said no.
No. Please show me the message, my dude. Not trying to be a dick.
Raised.
Not trying to be a confrontation.
I mean,
no. I don't doubt that he did the honorable thing. The ACDC has always been a cool guy. Okay, I'm not doing this to spite him.
Ask him. I won't tell him. I'm hands off.
I know,
He's also always made some good music.
I think everyone in here, Jonas is on as well. Jonas, are you here?
When did he say that I'm the actual seat owner? A dude made a claim in his place, and he didn't like raise hell.
He was annoyed. He just didn't say anything about the seat because
dude,
nothing for sure.
What am I supposed to do? I'm a cop on the street, and you're not going to report to me that someone's stealing from you?
Then consider this the point that you're told about it. Why do you think everyone was annoyed that Thundermaster was doing it?
If only we were like human beings who could communicate this whole thing to each other.
Everyone was saying he was stealing it.
We're talking about context here. Bro, I'm seeing the sandwich from up here. All I can see is lettuce and tomato. I don't know if you have bacon or it's ranch and not mayo. I don't know the context.
You're all saying he stole it. Point is...
no one explicitly said he does not own the seat of Edoras. His claim is nonsense.
Okay. First of all, the seat of Edoras I knew was owned by ADC. I assumed, wrong of course, assuming sometimes goes right, sometimes goes wrong, that Thundermaster also owned a seat inside that respective region. He does not. his seat is an invalid,
Okay.
non-existing seat.
Okay.
And ADC owned the seat.
Hold
You
on.
might want to reconsider, speak to both of them, because there was some real fucking shenanigans going on.
We're not reconsidering. This is what's happening now. We're not backtracking anything. We're going forward. This is the first week. There's going to be mistakes. We're finishing it off. I've never been in a situation where something was being stolen in front of me and I didn't do something. It's my own bias I brought to the table, so I didn't ask around. But I also would like to think that someone would say something again of my own bias. Regardless, he didn't say anything, and someone who stole his stuff is now, by how 2021 works, is now the owner of Edoras if we were to open a poll right now.
The
Seriously.
only way to get it back is by war.
Exactly.
I'm willing to bet that in the Discord I can find 5 messages that at least said that Thundermaster was stealing away Rohan from the actual current king of Rohan.
I know, but it doesn't give me context. That's just the entire time. I bet you can find from the 5 messages at least 3 being like, I'm in support of the Civil War, because that's how I understood it. You can't claim a seat as not yours. Like, I don't know how people let him get away with that. That's bananas. Why did no one be like, you don't own Edoras? That's the all of his claim is invalid. He doesn't own the seat that lives there.
I mean,
you guys are just bad lawyers.
You're saying we didn't say that. I'm
You
saying
didn't say that.
We definitely made that very clear.
I don't think
it's
you
not how
guys
you
did.
interpreted it.
One, I don't think you did, and 2, and if you did, that is my bad. I should have noticed that. I really don't think I've tried to make it a priority over the last 48 hours to pay attention to this page, these 4 pages. I don't think it was said. If it was, that's my bad. That's all I had to say about that. We do have to move on to go ahead and actually teach staff how to go ahead and add these things, so we go ahead and get a net benefit out of this. I have no doubt that you guys will win over the Civil War, and it's also fun because now, agree with this or not, how it was handled, we're learning a lot more doing it this way than we would have if we did it the easy way, which was saying no to Thundermaster. So we're working on a lot of different kinks that would have came down the pipeline in 6 months. So that's the net benefit. We're going to go ahead and take it away from this. So do I still have any of the staff's attention?
Yup.
I actually need to dip though. Sorry.
Okay. See you later, buddy.
See you. Pleasure seeing y'all. Bye.
But
Mighty, it's you and I.
and later.
And
I'm back.
What up, Nate? Okay, are you ready? Nate?
What?
Nate! Okay. It's going to be really easy. You guys are going to go ahead and do 2 kingdom claims. Okay?
Yeah.
I know you're scared. I'm scared too. Okay? Am I shaking my cowboy boots? Yep, but I don't have cowboy boots. So we're going to call them Crocs. Okay? Who wants to do let me try to hype this up. The Blue Riders, the true kings of Rohan. Who wants to do that?
Sorry, Slayer, but I have to leave. It's like 11:50.
Okay. No
and
worries.
I have uni tomorrow.
Okay. See you later, man.
I guess I'll do that.
Okay, cool. I'll do the recording.
Have
See
a
you,
nice
man.
day.
You as well, man. Okay. So, how about this? We'll counter offer with this. Dude, what is with people not reading?
No idea.
Okay, sorry. I'm trying to understand this. So this is already done. Add reaction. So again, do you understand, Nate? So like if you see one of these claims, you see a thumbs up, you know it's done. Right? Okay. I revoke my claim.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and delete your claim. Your claim means nothing to no one.
Okay.
I'm
So-
deleting. Okay, from my understanding, claim deleted. Okay, so we went ahead and Thumbs up. Nope. 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 You know how we say nope and nope and nope. Nope. That's a nope. Okay, cool. Thumbs up. So we have right here. I, Sinzastral, Dushram, lay claim to Bear's Tomb in favor of the 13 tribes of Orocarni, denounce blah blah blah. Entire mountain range were calling upon the Orocarni to hold their ground. Today I claim Metal Tarmarat. Nope. These are just the growing pains, lads and ladies. It's pretty easy to find. I do enjoy people talking about stuff that is not related to this. Okay, cool. Cardaland. You claim Cardaland Kid Summers. Cool. Okay, that I will count. Okay, let's start you off easy, Nate. You're actually going to do 2 things. What in the hell was that?
That was what?
Okay, that was definitely you, whatever it was. Shark, are you here as well? Sharktavius. Sharktimus Prime.
I'm here. I was just taking some
Massive
pre-workout.
crap. Wait, you're just taking some pre-workout?
Yeah.
You're about to be bouncing off the walls. Are you ready to type anything or no?
I know. I'm going to go do some heavy workouts today. In my prep.
Okay, so you're not at your computer. You can't type anything, correct?
No, I can
That's
type
fine.
it on Notepad if you want.
No, that's fine. You're fine. Okay. So Nate, we're gonna go ahead. You're just diving on this. This will just be something. If you have the time, go look it up. This will be fun, I think, for all of us if we just try to keep a thumbs up. So can you see my screen currently, Nate? And then Shark, try to pay attention if you can. If you're busy, that's fine. So for example, we have everything. I have a lot of thumbs up, right? This again, delete. Not trying to waste all of our time. So we have ACDC or ADC, and King of Rohan, Blue Wizard claim East Subnet as a territory of Rohan. Okay, so these 2 messages are a little bit more complicated. I will go ahead and interpret what they say and move forward. So Nate, since you are actually at your computer, please start trying to type this up. This, what do you think this is? I, Sinzastral, Dushram, lay claim to Bear's Tomb in favor of one of the 13 tribes of the Orocarni, and denounce Altivius' claim in the entire mountain range while calling upon other Orocarni to hold their ground. Do you think that is a kingdom claim, or do you think that's a territory claim?
Territory.
Territory claim? Okay, Shark, what do you think it is?
Territory.
Okay, it is a kingdom claim. It's okay.
Yeah.
That's not your guys' fault because they mentioned nothing about kingship. Literally nothing.
Yeah, and it only mentioned,
now I can see why it's a kingship claim.
I only get it because I have additional context that you guys don't have, and that is because I've looked through this chat extensively. He's made no mention about this beforehand. None, right? But then let's go over.
Worst case scenario, we can just have them specify a little bit more.
Yes, but also this, if you guys go look through this, you'll see that there's a pretty nice standard as to what's going on in here. There's a few messages I'll clean and I'll do it later, but the claim is to go ahead and try to put information in a context we can understand. Again, this is tier 1, right? So let's go read this message. I, Imrahil, claim Cardaland moving to the coast. We will be pushing to the sea. Okay, so let's go look at the map, right? This is how I gain additional context. Also, real quick, I'm going to go ahead and take that extra shot. If I start mumbling, I need one of you to be an adult, like, hey, Slayer, you're making no sense, and then just stop all of this. I don't plan on every single Rings of the Round Table to go this off the chain, but we're going to keep going as long as I'm beneficial. The second you guys go ahead and say you're not beneficial, we need to cut this off for literally everyone involved because we have about 9,452 things better to do. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so we go look at this kingdom. We can go ahead and see. Let's go look at the territory of Cardaland. This, I know where Cardaland is, and I've kind of spoiled this, right? But if you click on here, you can see Cardaland. You can see all the other territories it highlights around you, right?
Wait a second, Slayer, I have a question.
Yeah.
Cardaland's getting its own sub-faction, right?
Yep.
Are they most their elves, right?
What?
They're gonna be elves, right?
No,
they're gonna be
they're
elves,
men.
right?
They're evil men.
And is Aaron Vorn gonna be a subfaction of them?
Yes.
Are they gonna be a full-blown faction, Carlin?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Yes. They literally only exist in case of the possibility that 3 people go ahead and decide to choose Arthedain, Rudauer, and Cardolan, just because that's as good of a fight as Gondor, Rohan, and Mordor. I mean,
Wait, is Rudar gonna be? Yeah, Rudar's already a subfaction of Angmar. Correct?
yes, but now they've been fully fleshed out. So now we
So,
have
like, are
them
they
and
gonna
then
be-
Arthedain.
Are the Rudar gonna be like their own faction, or are they still
No.
gonna be part of Angmar?
No, still part of Angmar.
Okay, so they're just getting a little bit more stuff.
Yeah, because I mean, any single time that Rudar has been in a fight, it's been with Angmar.
Okay, how did I not know that?
Well, it's just, I mean, if you look, if you take it and you zoom out, and also you have to understand, that's my viewpoint, that's my spotlight shining on it, so it's okay that you didn't know what I was thinking about a different topic. That's fine.
And it's not entirely lore accurate. It's been independent for a long ass time. And it
I mean,
could,
if you
by
guys,
virtue of the players, be independent again.
Arthedain, Cardolan, I was originally going to make Dunlin, but I was like, they're getting way too many factions. Like, I was like, I'm not trying to suck Lair's Bojangles. So,
I'm not even gonna be Dunlin next season, so.
Bruh.
I don't know whose
anyways,
Bojangles you're
so
sucking.
Wait,
continuing
actually,
on.
more questions.
Okay, go for it.
Wait,
Wait, hold on. You're a robot. You're a robot. You're a robot.
Hear me? Hear me?
Hello?
Yeah.
Okay, so Nate,
Yeah.
real quick. So while you're looking at this, so the Orocarni, okay? So come up over to here. If you're watching my screen, come up over to here to Kingdom's log. And then essentially literally take this, copy, paste it right here, and just start replacing stuff. And also one big thing, you can go back and forth. Kingdom would be like, oh, he says this is his name, copy, go back to log, paste over. Okay? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, try it. If you get it wrong, we'll go over it. Will I cry? Probably. Probably. We can't watch that Twitch.
Are you watching TikToks?
Shh. Are you guys ready for this?
We are now.
Hey, I was good saying, man.
Yeah, you too, dude. Take it easy.
You too.
Damn. Ouch, that looked like it hurt.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm fighting you.
Okay, lads and ladies, we're gonna go ahead and wrap up this here episode. I think that's a great way to go ahead and end it. We've gone over many a complex topic. It's always been fun going over this kind of thing, and ever expanding the mod and making sure everything is actually gonna be, I guess, fun for everyone in the sun.
Oh, yeah.
The thing is, I was gonna say the thing is though as well, Slayer, is it's a bit more complicated with the Orocarni.
Mm-hmm.
Because they technically don't have a king. So
Well,
the whole
just
claim
give him the
thing is
king.
like...
Oh, just give him Jarl then.
I forgot about that.
Just call him, dude. If he doesn't give you a title to call him, give him a king. He will correct you if you're wrong. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so let me go ahead and demonstrate what I would, I guess, envision as the other one for AC/DC. Okay, so we will go ahead and use this message as the claim. Oh, sorry, this is the claim, technically speaking. So I go ahead, I go over to log, I go ahead and I type the 3 backticks. Technically it's 6, I guess, and then I go ahead and I copy over Kingdom Creation. Then I backspace over all that, and then I go ahead and I choose a random person's name. I'm gonna go with Billy Bob. With the kingship of the Blue Riders. His title is now King of the Blue Riders.
The Blue Riders.
Yes, it's literally what he says right now. Or, well, it's in the other message.
Dude,
the
oh my god, my phone is now frozen.
Blue Riders. And then we continue to go back, and we go the faction of... So let's go ahead and look back at this faction. So he wants to do... What is it? West Mnet? East Mnet. Okay, so his only other faction, his only faction he's available to go ahead and choose is East Mnet. So he is now the faction, the faction of East Mnet. It's now ruled by this kingdom that is East Mnet, and their their colors are this one, and then they are that one, and then now. What we can go ahead and do is I click enter. Sorry. They are. Boom. Cool. So then now I go into here. Then now I go create a new kingdom. I call them Rohan 2.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Are there 2 civil wars going on right now?
Yes. The Orocarni actually are no longer doing that. They are now friends. I don't
So it's now just Rohan.
No. No,
Rohan
it is just Rohan, correct? I don't
Rohan,
know of any other.
But while they are having a civil war, they are also having a standard war with me, I guess.
Hey, I'm gonna join in on that. Probably.
Wait, the Reds are fighting you? What?
Literally, the guy who's trying to kill everyone was like, "I'll join in."
Yeah.
That's okay.
So now it's Dunland, the Blue Riders, and Autumno against Thundermaster.
Just a Autumno against everyone.
And Autumno's against everybody.
Alright, so Nate, any questions you got, man? It's your first time doing it. There's no embarrassment. Literally ask me. It's like your first time doing it. It's my second time doing this.
Yeah. No, I'm good.
Okay.
Except since doesn't have any colors, I don't think sorted out.
Who doesn't have colors?
Sens.
What a piece of... What the fuck
Do it again.
was that? Do it again. I double dog dare you.
Do what?
Do that sound again.
The whistle?
Do anyone do that sound again? I double dog dare you to see what the hell's about to happen to your entire account.
Oh no.
I don't know what that was, but that was a very shitty computer series. Someone is hacking something sound.
I have my hand, like, I want to give you guys a metaphor, a visual metaphor. I am standing at the ready with my hand on my revolver on my right hip. Someone do it again. I double dog dare you.
Hold on.
If anyone...
It's
The
very
question-
close, very close.
The question is, why do you have a revolver on at your desk?
I don't, but I want to put that visual image in your head.
Because he is a right-wing Republican media personality.
I ain't no Steven Crowder. Are
Yep,
you...
you knew who I was referencing. That fucking dipshit actually holds his show with a gun.
Yeah, that is some banana ass shit. I don't know why I did that, but...
Just in case someone walks in on him watching porn, he can just shoot him.
Yeah, or in case somebody asks him to debate someone actually smart.
I know. Hey, this is not a political stream. We're gonna go ahead and end it right now before we even start down this road. But besides that, lads and ladies, it's been a pleasure talking with everyone, going over a lot of the stuff. It's exciting new stuff. We're trying to figure it out as we go, of course, but we wouldn't be here without everyone participating and actually everyone going ahead and saying, here's who I'm gonna fight, here's who I'm gonna murder, all those great things. Let's just have fun murdering our friends. You know what they say? Let's murder your friends, not your friends.
In that case, Melkor, I consider you a great friend.
And with that, lads and ladies, have a great night.